Yo, what's going on, y'all? Hotel, what's going down? It's your boy Deezy, D's us, D Nail, D Plus, D Town, Don P, Marvelous D, Don Prosperous with Supreme Confidence. You listen to today's episode of the Confidence in the Clutch podcast on the Confidence in the Clutch network. Whether it's a game of basketball or the game of life, you gotta have confidence in the clutch. Practice makes confidence, pressure makes diamonds. Stay sucker free, keep it a buck like Milwaukee. I am the IP. Remember that. Stay walk or get out, go ball or bust. You can't fit in when you standing out. Last year was about branding. This one's about expanding. Yo, shout out. Colorism is dead. Black is black. Every disagreement is not a fight. You get to make the decision, but you don't get to decide the consequences. No shine without the grind. I work for myself, so I guess I work for a boss. Chief creator of content. Get your confidence together. Get your clutch together. All black with a little bit of gold. Let me show you how confidence in the clutch roll. Support your own black-owned media. Listen to and follow the network on various platforms. ConfidenceInTheClutch.podbean.com or wherever you listen to your podcast. Search Confidence in the Clutch. Follow, share, rate, and review. It's important. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Clutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at K and the K. That's my rider, y'all. That's how I roll. Yo, I was just watching the thing with Summer Walker. It's talking about somebody who put the man, folks. Twitter, man. Twitter, I love Twitter. Twitter funny, man. Somebody put on Twitter, it was on IG. I'm not finna watch somebody just on IG doing their thing, just talking to people. That's just, I don't know. Anyway, whatever works for her, that shit crazy, though. Coming up on today's episode, man, we out of Afghanistan. You know what I'm saying? Had to get out, especially after that heinous attack last week. Talk about that. Talking about this going back to school, man. We had 204,000 kids. We'll get into all that. And Donda. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what else y'all want to talk about. A couple little tidbits here and there. But that's it, y'all. Like always, bring you quality content with strong opinion and facts. And Confidence in the Clutch, we are fear more than love, but never hate it. Y'all know what it is, man. Confidence starts right now. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Let's get into it, y'all. We occupied Afghanistan for 20 plus years. Yes, we lied. Yes, we held reign over the poppy fields for the heroin and the pills. They're not going to tell you that, but that's what we did. They hit us last week at their airport trying to get people out. Their war in Afghanistan and the Middle East and Palestine and Israel and all that war, their war is not our war. We went over there to control the poppy fields for the heroin and the Oxycontin, hydrocodone, anything that takes the poppy seed that can make the narcotic. We went to control that. Took all of that. They was making money off of it to fund their wars, and we used it to flood our streets with more pills. All right? Go back in the timeline. Look at when we went over there. Look at the amount of abuse of prescription narcotics started to run rampant in our communities. I'll wait. Get the fuck out. Today is the last day. We were drawing our last troops from over there. We didn't get out everybody, which is a sad thing. But we had to get the fuck up out of there. There was no need for us to be in there. My thing last week when a report happened of the attack last Thursday, I would like to send some troops and secure the airport. Like, for real, just lock it down. But you know what that would have turned into. That would have turned over to us being up in there a little bit longer, and I don't think we wanted to do that. So get our citizens and allies out and get the fuck out by tomorrow. Like, I was thinking, like, yo, by Saturday, like, I knew we had midnight, 31st, which would be, in our time, like 5.5 more hours from right now. So it is what it is, man. We'll never win that holy war. You know what I'm saying? There's probably been more bloodshed in the name of Christianity than Islam. You know what I mean? If you look at the numbers throughout time. I want to say 13 Americans dead, 18 more Americans injured, 170 Afghans dead, 200 wounded in the attack on the Kabul airport. You know what I mean? I just want to say rest in peace to all the lives that was lost. I mean, just people trying to change their life and want to get out and don't want to be up under the rule that they were coming up on and they had to lose their life. And people that was trying to protect people losing their life, that's never a good thing. So, we'll just take a couple moments of silence for that, y'all. Rising power, y'all. Yo, this shit is no one's fault, right? This is no one's fault. And shame on the Republicans that will continue to use politics distastefully for a fucking vote. Shut up, y'all. Just shut up. Y'all figure out, and I know the Democrats, they'll do the same shit. Politicians are fucking sick. Like, they just do stuff. The number one goal, y'all, the number one job of a politician is to get reelected, yo. Once y'all know that, y'all know how they move. Y'all figure, deal with them with what y'all need to deal with them for. And all politics are local. But the people that's going, oh, Biden he's weak and he's this and that. Man, he had to pull them out. He had to pull them out. They couldn't be over there forever. It was America's longest war, 20 years, man. So we had to get them out. We were getting them out before 9/11. So we was getting them out, y'all. Rest in power, rise in power, rest in peace. Ball in heaven to everybody that lost their life, y'all. All right? Let's get to something a little bit not fun. It ain't like this is fun to talk about, but let's get to something more ideal for me right now, y'all. We ready? Let's rock and roll. These schools are war zones right now. I'm going to say that first. These schools are war zones. We knew the children were going to come back. Some not disciplined enough to handle what's going on, especially when it's hot. We don't have the staff to deal with the discipline. Our hands are tied in our school district. There's no suspending for behavior. Like it's a war zone. These kids are coming with the shit. But with the school reopening, we're not watching. All the mitigation things that we did when we brought the kids back in April, all that shit is out the window. Like, I'm putting up dividers today for the desk. They dirty milk on them. Like, them weren't the ones we had. You know what I'm saying? Like, where did these come from? Dirty is mask in between, like the dividers, like just nasty. Oh, it's nasty. Last week, I was just watching ABC. Last week, 204,000 children tested positive for COVID-19, which is the highest number of cases in any given week since the pandemic started. I'm going to say it again. Last week, 204,000 kids tested positive for COVID, which is the largest amount of children that tested positive in a week during this pandemic. And we're sending kids back to school. We're not practicing the proper mitigation strategies. We're not testing. We don't give a damn about these children, especially the ones that's 12 and under that's unvaccinated because they cannot get the vaccine to try to help them. We know the Delta variant is ravaging through here. And I told y'all gonna wait till some of these damn kids die. Then everybody gonna say, well, it was me and why we couldn't prevent it. But ain't nobody worried about this shit. Ain't nobody saying nothing about it. I really, like my friends with younger children. I really want them to really think hard about sending their damn kids, especially to some places. We know some places just ain't got their shit together. Yo. So let me tell you, I'm just reading the news, Chicago Sun-Times and all this and all that. Chicago Tribune, all that, whatever, I believe. So just what I gauge from this, when it comes to going back to school, things should have been better. This is the thing that I believe every school should have done. LA, Los Angeles Unified Public Schools or whatever, they had the best starter kit, right? Chicago had the worst than my situation, I believe, right now. Here's what should happen. Some students have been physically out of school for 18 months in poor urban minority school districts, right? Hybrid should have been how we all came back in these urban districts for real. There should have been pre-testing for students and staff to catch positives and asymptomatic persons before we bring everybody back. Right? So we're going to have a rapid testing versus the swab. Fuck that swab. Rapid testing. Because you know why? It might cost a little bit more money, but we need that. Where's all the money the districts got from the government to help with the safety protocol? Part of the safety protocol is you're testing the students, you're testing the staff. Where's the money at? Where's the money? All right. So let's look at Chicago public schools. I'm reading 90 bus drivers quit last week due to not wanting to take the vaccination. Okay, that's fine. But they're 500 bus drivers short. The district's answers to pay students to find their own way. $1,000 for the first 2 weeks of school and $500 a month after that. Okay. You find a family member that ain't doing shit, pay them to get your kids to and from school. That's it. That's their job. That's their little piece right there. You know what I mean? Kind of tie your family members up, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe you got to split it up between two. I don't know what you got to do. Chicago Public Schools said the resignations that left the district with 770 school bus drivers. Ideally, they need 500 more. Like, this is crazy. So this is what Los Angeles, when I say Los Angeles, this is what they did, man. Now tell me if this makes sense to y'all. And I got this from the Chicago, whatever, one of them newspapers. In the Los Angeles Unified School District, the nation's second largest school system, weekly coronavirus tests are mandatory for our returning 465,000 students and 75,000 staff, regardless of vaccination status. Let me get the proper newspaper, y'all. Chicago Sun-Times, right? That's where I got this from the Chicago Sun-Times, all right? So they're doing baseline testing for their 465,000 students, 75,000 staff, regardless of vaccination status. Duh. That makes sense. Test everybody 2 weeks before we come back to see if anybody has the fucking virus. Regardless of your status, because anybody can get it. Oh, that's fucking amazing. I don't think that was the smartest thing to figure out as leadership. These people don't care. So that's what they did in LA. That should have been countrywide. Oh, and this too. Students whose parents opt out of tests can only attend a remote learning program. Oh, you don't want your child to get tested? They staying at the crib, G. Power. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. 2 weeks before the first day of school to get asymptomatic and people with symptoms. And LA came up with thousands of students testing positive, and thousands of others are quarantining there because they had close contact with someone who had COVID-19. Come on, man. Milwaukee Public Schools, Chicago Public Schools do not administer baseline testing. I'm seeing outbreaks in my district. And this the dumbest shit. The New York schools, this is what they... If you are vaccinated and test positive but are asymptomatic, you will not have to quarantine. Wait a minute. If I'm vaccinated and I test positive but are asymptomatic, I don't have to quarantine, but I can give it to people that don't have the vaccine? Or I can give it to people that still do have the vaccine just because I'm not showing symptoms? I don't have to quarantine? That's the dumbest shit in the world. Yo, seriously, people, if you have children younger, I don't think y'all need to be trusting these school districts for real, especially the urban poor ones, with making sure your child is straight. I'm sorry. Man, pray for these children, man. Pray for these teachers. Pray for these principals, man. Pray for these bus drivers, please, y'all. Shit finna get ill. Moving on. What you gonna do about it? Yeah. 1, 2. That's it. What you gonna do about it? 1, 2. Man, I watched the Kanye shit last week, Thursday, right? And I'm like, yo, this album is gonna be great, right? So many features, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, thanks for introducing me to Rugo. GD's done stepped in the door type shit. Like, what? Cuz said in the song, she asked me how old I was. I said 74. Like, oh, man. I said, that's a bar of the year candidate right there. That shit is for real, right? And then I'm hearing Ye gang banging on the album, talking about I'm No My 6 and No 5. I'm like, where Kanye? I thought he was a neutron, right? You know what I'm saying? Like a little bit. He used to rap about being a neutron. It's all good though, but sonically, at the Soldier Field shit, the shit sounded amazing, right? I mean, he got this house out there. He got people coming out the house with him on the porch. Like, I like that whole joint. Just sitting out there for the whole time. He walking around the house talking to people. Like, I love that. That shit was dope. I wonder how that would have been something I would have loved to be a part of. That was nice. Now, you know, it was some little get back from people because he did put the baby on the song. I'm thinking like Jay was previously on, but nah, because he took the baby off another song, but he put him on another song, but that was the song he was on. Who knows, right? Whatever. He also brought out Marilyn Manson, who faced rape, sexual and physical and psychological abuse charging 15 women. You didn't have no COVID protocols, no nothing, like no mask, no vaccination, no nothing, but he did have, you can get a vaccination there, right? So, but yeah, he just threw everything out the window, like for real. I think he knows we're going back into quarantine, but you know what I'm saying? He just wanted to have fun one more time type shit. So, because he previously did have mad protocols in Atlanta. So, damn, right? I wake up Sunday morning, right? Shout out to my guy Big Mike at work too. He's talking about this shit. I woke up Sunday morning and we all got the gift. My first initial thoughts was the production, yo. We talked about the features before, but the production, sonically, your speakers is not doing this any justice. Your little fucking bullshit satellite speakers and shit, unless you got some real ones. You got the 5.1 in the living room where you watch, your little weak ass computer speakers, your little bullshit Bluetooth, your little bullshit car light. Nah, you need to listen to this on studio monitors. I'm telling you, the album sounds sonically amazing, yo. When I say it sounds amazing, Kanye might win an award for the sound of the album. It sounds so good. I want to know, we ain't heard Ye like this in a while. Did he have too many features? The meaning of Donda with the album, right, is about his mom. I would have liked for him to be a little bit more introspective about his mom, but maybe this is what it is, that I can do this type of shit because my mama put this in me, so I'm naming this album Donda because maybe it's just for the moment, and maybe it was just for him. Maybe he just wanted to put his mama name on the album. Ain't nothing wrong with that. My only complaint is, I understand you born again Christian, yay, but all of us never had to be born again because we already were believers in whatever we believe in. So why we can't get the explicit version? I like to hear the cussing. I wants to hear the cussing. You know what I mean? Because you got bars and syllables and all that, and it's like a gap in that shit. You know what I mean? For the other people, I want to hear the cussing, right? But I'll never tell an artist how their art should look, how their art should sound, how their art should feel. But I have that suggestion along with taking his 27-song album down to 19 songs. I think we can get 19 out of this. We can get Jail, Off the Grid, Hurricane, Praise God, Jonah, Okay. Junior on the beat. Junior Martin Wally on the whatever he said. Believe What I Say, 24, Remote Control, Moon, Heaven and Hell, Donda, Keep My Spirit Alive. Oh, the back and forth at the end of the verse with Royce, the 5'9", the last bars, classic. Jesus Lord, New Again, Lord I Need You, Pure Souls. Pure Souls should have closed the album, to me. And then Come to Life, right? Those 4 remixes, the ones for Jail, the one for Okay, Junior, and Jesus Lord, just throw them verses on there. We ain't even got to do the remix. Just throw them verses on there because you damn near kept some of them verses on there. That's all we got to do. Just add the verses. We'll make the album more powerful. Shit, because if you're going to do that, you might as well drop the double. But this is all for streaming purposes as well. I understand it. Otherwise, Kanye rapped on some of the songs. Some of the songs he was bullshitting, but it's cool. When Kanye rap, he rap. You know what I mean? He got some flows on here. And like I said, from Jay Electronica and the Hove and the Baby and the Locks and West Side Gun and the Machine and, you know what I mean, the Baby and, I mean, I said the Baby, Lil Baby and Dirk and Ruga and Playboy Cardi and Shanisha and, you know what I mean? He got enough. Roddy Ricch and The Dream, man. Oh, that shit sound good, fam. That shit sound really good. Really good, y'all. I'm seriously, y'all need to go somebody that y'all know got a really nice sound system. That album sounds really, really good sonically. That's what I gotta say, man. I give it, confidence in the Klutch. We got our 5-star scale. You know what I'm saying? We got we got bench, starter, all-star, superstar, Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? For our album reviews. So I'm giving this a 4 out of 5. I'm giving this a superstar. It was straight, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we got Dre coming up on Friday. Kanye said, you know what I'm saying, somebody, Universal released his joint. At first, the Baby song wasn't on there. The rumblings about the manager. Who knows? But if Universal did, because they didn't want their money at the same day, the same week coming out and hurting each other's sales. They running shit. You know what I mean? We got Drake coming this Friday, but what about Kendrick? So we got Drake, Kendrick, Kanye, make for a hot last 4 months of 21 for hip hop. For real. Who am I waiting for? All of them. But I'm curious to see the growth and sound of Kendrick and Drake after this Kanye shit. You know what I'm saying? Because production, shit. Like I said, when you take them 27 down to that 19 I give you, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think, y'all. All right, y'all, let me hit y'all with some quick hitters. Thank you, Kanye. OnlyFans reversed a decision on banning sex workers in October. I bet y'all did. Because too much money was running up out of there. Y'all money went down when y'all said what y'all was going to do. Y'all didn't take into account. Y'all didn't take into account the backlash either. So I bet that was going to happen. So that's that. That's my phone. And then shout out to Rondo for going back home, baby, to the Lake Show. Sound like a 1 year, like $2.4, $2.6 million. He had like $7 million that he got bought out of in Memphis. So with what the Lakers paying him and the money remaining from the buyout, he getting his full 7 point, whatever he was getting. So shout out to Rondo, y'all. All right, y'all, I'm about this joint. You know what it is. You know how I do it. Anything you want to question me about, hit me in the comment. Hit me in the show note. Whether you see it on Facebook and listen to it, hit it on IG, listen to it, hit it on Twitter, listen to it. Let me know. Let me know what you're thinking. If I'm making any sense, man. Y'all agree or disagree? I appreciate the feedback. But one thing I need y'all to do, two things I need y'all to do. Get your confidence together. Get your clutch together. Support your own black-owned media. Listen and follow to the network on various platforms. Confidence in the Clutch.podbean.com or wherever you listen. Search Confidence in the Clutch. Follow, share, rate, and review is important. Visit us on Facebook. Confidence in the Clutch, y'all. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at K&K. Have a safe and healthy night, y'all. Create a great day tomorrow on purpose, y'all. Fill in the blanks. I'm out. Peace. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.